Please welcome the wonderful Mr. Lou Moffatt.
Thank you, Bart. You know, friends, as a consumer advocate, I seldom get involved doing commercials, but I would like to talk to you mothers and fathers at home, especially you moms and dads with kids, because I know you're worried, you're concerned. Yes, you're anxious about your kids growing up without the old traditional sense of values, you know. Back in that time, perhaps, when you and I grew up, when a goodnight kiss meant the end of the evening instead of the beginning, the way it is today, I know it's a shocker. So that's why I'm so excited, because I'd like to talk to you about something very special tonight. You see, kids today have absolutely no idea of religion. They don't even know where heaven is. In fact, they have absolutely no concept of infinity. In fact, they'd rather be spending their time trading baseball cards from those bubblegum packs instead of going to church on Sunday. Sure, I know that's another problem right there. That's why, friends, I'm so excited about a revolutionary new concept. Look at this, folks, because it's a new way to teach your kids all about religion without them even realizing it. Because listen to this, friends, I'm not talking bubblegum cards, I'm talking Bible gum cards. How about that? Isn't this great? Yes, Bible gum cards from those wonderful folks at the Michigan City Milk Chocolate Company, those folks who gave America's first Farina-flavored bubble gum, Popo, it's right here, look at that. They've come up with some wonderful, delicious bubble gum, really is true, friend. Absolutely delicious. And also these wonderful Bible gum cards right here. Yes, just like baseball cards, with a picture on one side and statistics on the other. Boys, can we get a close-up of that? Because right over here, let me show you what I mean, friends. Yes, Bible gum card. By the way, you kids at home, if your parents are telling you to turn that junk off and go to bed, disregard them. Take a look right here. Here are some nifty cards. Look at this one right here. I'll show you what I mean. Here it is. Here's a picture of Adam. And on the back here it says, Adam, the first to play the game, invented the first uniform. Later got involved with some fruit in the garden, got tossed out of the game, but that's another story. Here's another picture right here. This one is David, of course, and it says here on the back, this is his statistics, small but fast, and upset Goliath, 1-2 zip. How about that? I know you want to collect that one, sure. And here's your figure right here. Here's a headliner. That is the immortal Jesus. I think you can recognize that. Considered pound for pound the greatest religious leader of all time. There's one you want to collect too, folks. And right over here, I know for you Jewish folks, here's one of your people right down here. Yes, he really burned him up in the bush leagues, didn't he? Yeah. The old bush burner himself, Moses, right here. And it says, yes, say Havlo Hebrew for you people out there. He entered the desert circuit where he led his team undefeated for 40 years, and I think that's a record too, friends. How about that? Sure. This is really good. And right away, speaking of teams, look at this one right here. Of course, that's a picture of the 38 Cardinals. I think you'll have to agree that's the finest Cardinal team ever assembled. And don't take my word. If you don't believe that, look at this. Can you imagine those uniforms, friends? Sure. And right over here, here's another one. A very impressive classic picture. Look at that one. That is, of course, the 12 Apostles, featuring right here the front four. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And they're pictured here at a testimonial banquet for their coach. I think we all know who that is. So if you're wondering about Judas Iscariot, he was involved in some payola scandal, later dropped from the team. You don't have to go into that right now. And speaking of modern-day inspirations, here's one right here, of course. I think we all know who that is. Of course, Dr. Billy Graham. His statistics on the back here, and they're very impressive, folks. Billy Graham holds the lifetime record for the most saves in Yankee Stadium. There's an impressive record back here. You know, friends, listen to me carefully now, because if you want your kids to grow up right, let's think of Bible gum cards and be born again with bubble gum. This is Lou Moffatt saying thank you, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Bible gum cards, a division of Gimmelco Enterprises West.
Thank you very much, Lou. We'll be right back after these words. Don't go away.